3, 2, 1. Мы в эфире.
Hi guys, hi everyone. Welcome to Stobox.
Hello,
Today we
guys.
my name is Gene Dave. I'm CEO of the company, CEO of Stobox. We have Ross, Chief Operating Officer here with us. We have Igor, who is Chief Operating Officer of Stobox Exchange, and Max Rubin, CFO guy. So again, welcome everybody. And as you know, every week we go through Stobox developments, our recent activities, and today we're also gonna speak about what happened last week, what were the main focus for us, and what we're doing at the moment. And today we're gonna focus on answering your questions, as you know, on answering of your questions that a lot of people have sent to us from our community. So we'll be happy to provide more insightful answers on whatever you're questioning. Let's move on. Just I will give you a brief outlook of what happened last week. Also, if you follow Stobox activities, if you follow our development, you can see that we're publishing weekly reports again on a weekly basis. So you can go to our blog and have a look at this, find out exactly what we're doing from the roadmap standpoint. So just to give you a brief outlook, we're finishing a redesign and refactoring of our dashboard product. We have several companies waiting, outstanding to perform security token offering on our software on the dashboard. And this week, as well as last week, we were focusing on finishing up the development of the DS dashboard. So we're gonna have live session with our first client, Mariana Mining, which is gonna happen on this Thursday. I don't actually remember the exact time, but you can find that out. So we're gonna speak about their STO and how Stobox helps to actually perform their security token offering. So that's from DS dashboard standpoint. Also, we are focusing on the second part of the dashboard, which is a swap, security swap. And this is exact perfect timing when we start focus on that from the architectural standpoint. And I know that some of you were asking what is L2 means for Stobox. I will explain that later on. Stay with us. So our swap for the securities will be hopefully based on the L2 protocol. So that's something regarding STO and the securities part. From the exchange standpoint, we're building API. It's still a complex process for us. We're building and testing our API. First of all, to be able to connect to liquidity providers to make sure we have enough depth for the trading activity of our users. So that's what we're focusing at the moment in terms of the Stobox exchange. And I hope that within next 2 to 4 weeks, again, hot month of August, will be very hot from the development standpoint of the Stobox exchange. So we're gonna continue with the more aggressive marketing of our exchange starting from September. So that's a brief outlook of what's happening on the development side. Also, I would like to mention that we're working on the LP mining. It's based on Ethereum network on the Uniswap V2. But we know that we would like to have our liquidity pool much deeper than we have at the moment. And we used to have a USDT liquidity pool. is no longer workable. So we'd like to restore it and restoring it via provision not only for the staking opportunity for our community members, but also for the pooling, which basically is a liquidity mining, where you guys can help us by creating a liquidity by staking, let's say, your LPs with our infrastructure. But again, that's something that we're still in the development mode. And hopefully by the end of this week, we will be ready to release it and to tell you more on that. So that's all the updates from my side, Ross. Thank you.
Yeah, great, Jin. Thank you. Hello, guys. I want to add and I want to mention that today's stream have a main focus on answering your questions. So we will let you know and share with you some updates and new developments of our company, and there we'll go straight to the questions, prepared questions from the community and live questions from you. And for the most three interested questions, we will reward the participants of 500 SWs. So please ask your questions if you have something. And I want to mention that we are currently also in the process of listing with two tier one exchanges. As you know, it takes some time, and we're currently working on that. So currently we are in the process. And also today we announced that we have already distributed all rewards to the participants of the second bounty program uh, on Stobox Exchange. So check out your account and see your rewards on the Stobox Exchange. Uh, Last week, from the production perspective, from the marketing, we announced their analytical article, their educational article about the staking, and you can check it on our blog and share your thoughts about it. Also, we have published on our YouTube their video from our co-founder Boris Pikalov about the security tokens and share a compliant digital assets, very actual questions from APAC region. And also we announced the educational article about tokenization of natural resources and use cases of that because as you know, guys, there are a lot of industries where STO works best and works better, and natural resources, it is one of them. And this week also uh, we will um, we will do once we finish the live stream, we will publish the best questions. We will make the post production, cut this video and publish it on our main YouTube channel. And also we are planning to conduct, as Jin mentioned, the live stream with our first STO client, Mariana Mining. It is mining company from Georgia. During the live stream, we will present this project, and it uh, also a great investment opportunity for our communities because we are preparing all the STO process for this client. And if you will like this project, it could be a great opportunity for you as well. So the live stream, as Jin mentioned, will be conducted on Thursday at 4 p.m. GMT time. And also we are planning to release and publish the updates about the referral program on the Stobox Exchange, because last week we have updated our environment. Yep, Jin. And currently the referral program of the Stobox Exchange is available. So you have the possibility to check how many participants joined the Stobox Exchange through your referral link. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep, great. So also last week we announced that we successfully participated in the creation uh, of their vision uh, of virtual assets in cooperation with Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine, and we continue communicating and contributing to our key partners to educate the market and to share our expertise to share this unique expertise with participants and with competent authorities, as well as participating uh, in um, in roundtables with GDF. And as I know, Boris Pikalov, our third co-founder, contributed to the July's monthly report of Global Digital Finance Association that will be released in a few days. So stay tuned. Uh, and I'm finished. So Igor,
Perfect.
if you have some updates, you have 5 minutes to share your thoughts and updates that you have.
Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Jean. um, you already tell about exchange everything. I just could remind the
Unfortunately,
community. I just could remind communities that bounty participants, you could already check your rewards on your Stobox account. We already finished the referral program, so also you could check this point. And remind you guys that, as Jin mentioned before, that we are now focusing on a tech part of Exchange. So that's why we are not strong promoting our exchange. Tech part is more necessary now because for fiat integration we need API for listing on some listing sites like CoinMarketCap, CoinDeco, etc., etc., etc. It everything need the API and tech documentation from our side. So we are focusing on it now, and this is what we are doing now. Regarding our updates, you already know about it. In the last video, we tell you about our roadmap, what we plan, what we will do, so you could check it in our website. And probably that's all because you all guys tell about everything what happening now.
yep. Igor means that currently we successfully launched our public beta of the Stobox Exchange, and thank you for your contribution. And we conducted a lot of improvements in our Stobox Exchange to finalize our product from the beta launch perspective, and to prepare all necessary nuances to make the powerful main launch of their product, and to find from the first days of their public official launch their market fit, and to provide their convenient solutions for our target audience. So in
I
this
just
case, yeah, in this case, all your suggestions and all your bug bounties actions and all of your thoughts were very efficient for us.
Yeah, and very helpful for us. I just want also remind you why it's so long, as you think, because it's not white label. We have built it from ourselves, from
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 scratch.
yes, from scratch. So that's why we are focusing more our activities to the tech part. So be patient. Soon we will announce when will the main launch, and hope you will enjoy with us. This is a great product. I guess we could switch to the questions, and maybe Max, if you have something to add, you could
I
add.
also would like to summarize something.
Yes, perfect. Please.
Yes. Max, if you have something to say, please do. Otherwise, I'll summarize and we'll move on to the questions and answers.
Please go ahead. It's hard to add anything after all three of you had spoken. Maybe in the
Perfect. So there's something that I would like to point out. So as already said, we're finishing on the dashboard 2.0. Our own infrastructure, our own security tokens, STBX, and the environment will be updated at the end of this week. So it will be live in the beginning of next week, fully workable on the production level, which means that we are now focusing on our security token offering. It's a very important. We have to secure the funds. And for our future growth, we're securing $1 million at the valuation of 10M of our Stobox Technologies Inc. That's the main company. So we are now focusing on speaking to uh, individuals, to funds, to angels, to our community, as one of our main goals is to perform the STO the way that we actually see it. And we have also already received a set of commitments from our partners, from our investors. And we hope that we will close this round very shortly. It's also very important to say that once we close the round, and it's a very unique situation is on the market, that usually secondary trading is not unlocked before, meanwhile the company is at non-IPO stage, or at least secondary trading is somehow controlled by the brokers. In our case, in the case of STO, secondary trading will be unlocked after we perform the STO. And we have a lot of news and we have a lot of fundamentals, as you may know, that, and we have a lot of clients that are would go basically the same way as we do with an STO. So we pretty much strongly believe that that the future of our security token is kind of is bright and safe. So again, it's very important to mention that it's not a classical startup. It's not a business where you invest and you have no liquidity option. With Stobox, with how we're gonna implement the decentralized trading protocol, and we use the DEX, and this is a Stobox swap for trading and swapping security tokens of our company. That will be unlocked within month or so after we complete our security token offering. So if you have any questions on the product, if you're a member of the fund, if you're a startup, if you're a potential investor, if you are interested in STO, write down to us. Starting from next week, we will start spreading more information on how to use the dashboard, on how to use it from the business perspective, from the investor's perspective, and why we believe that's the future of the investments in comparison to the old legacy systems of, let's say, non-tradable shares and so on. So please stay focused, and that's one of our focus. That's exactly what I want to share with you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Jean. Thank you. So, guys, let's go straight to the second part of our session of our live stream. It is the answering the questions from our community that we have. And the first question is, "Hi, does Stobox work on their use case of STBU? What will be the most interesting use case that will drive the value of not only the company, but especially the value of STBU?" Jean, Max, it will be great if you could answer.
Um, Let me answer that. Again, initially, when we were creating and we are thinking about the business model, obviously we put STBU as the commission token, and whatever we perform any trades on our technology, STBU is used as the utility token on that. But we all understand that moving and actually promoting Stobox Exchange, which is a centralized exchange, in our business reality, it's only viable via new corporate clients that were on board as the security token offering clients. So they have a double model where they have a utility token and security token. So we list the utility tokens on our exchange, and it may be a long journey. I understand that not many investors would like to wait that much. So what we're doing at the moment is very important. That maybe that's I know already the question, so maybe I'm kind of answering already the second one, but I think they're very connected. In terms of I think the most impact on STBU will be short term done by liquidity provision. So that's the demand that would have on STBU to get the reward. But again, that's the speculation part. From the organic demand, we are working on the L2 protocol and L2 part of the technology. As we all know that Ethereum network is switching to layer 2 protocols, which dramatically decrease the commission level and dramatically increase the speed of transactions. So what we're doing at the moment is that we're looking how staking and farming and basically these DeFi technologies can be put on the L2 model, where it will be much faster and much quicker, especially given the fact that uh, this technology has to be used for security token swap. So we kind of uh, bring two worlds into one product. We need to have that secondary protocol for our digital securities, and we also work on the crypto side of that. So, and where STBU would be the main fuel to create a pool, regardless if it's a security token or utility token. So we're talking about the pool creation on our infrastructure, where the rewards would be paid in STBU tokens. So that's probably kind of similar ideology to whatever Pancake did, but Pancake is on the Binance. We definitely don't go that way. We look at the Ethereum as the main infrastructure, and we'll look at the level 2 or Ethereum point 2 as the main technical infrastructure. And I think the demand for such products in the close future would be overwhelming. And we believe that we will launch that technology, anytime soon. So that's something that also corresponds to the DS swap. But again, we try to increase the functionality of DS swap from digital securities to basically to any digital assets on ERC20 standard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a second and main driver of STBU price and of STBU demand. And also I have a different other, like our customers sometimes pay with STBU for our services. We definitely charge them per trading fee. There's even some merch can be sold in STBU tokens. So we believe that sometime soon we will have a massive demand on that, coming from LP, from staking, and then from DeFi processes, DeFi activity on our own infrastructure.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Jin, thank you for a detailed answer. The second one, what partners does the team already have? I know there are some unannounced deals and collaborations. This answer I will answer by myself. Uh, as you know, guys, building their fully digital assets ecosystem very hard to build alone. That's why we are connected through, and we are building our own network of our partnerships. So the one of them are, for example, associations. We are the active participant of two associations. One of them, it is Crypto Valley. It is the most recognized blockchain association in Europe. They are originally from Switzerland. And second one, it is Global Digital Finance. And we are working with companies, uh, for example, in GDF, the members such as Stobox are uh, the recognized company such as Bitfinex, such as Cardano Foundation, Chainalysis, Coinbase, Consensus, Dash, Ernst Young, Ethereum Classic, Huobi, Ledger, and many others, and working together in working groups and contributing to the reports. We collaborate with this company. It's open for us the potential synergies and potential use cases of STBU, of STBX, of our products, of Stobox Exchange, of Stobox dashboard, and etc. And also we are the active participants of Crypto Valley, as I mentioned, and you can see that they have the members such as Bitpanda, Algo Trader. It is very recognized liquidity provider. Um, the companies such as KPMG, Kraken, Ledger, MT Pellerin, Stobox, of course, and collaborating with Crypto Valley, uh, we are doing together some marketing activities, and I know that in this autumn we scheduled some conferences and some together live streams to educate the European market about digital securities. And it is one part of our network. It is association. The second part, it is digital authorities and regulators around the world. So we are currently working with the Ministry of Digital Transformation of Ukraine, because we are originally from Ukraine, and we advise to the ministry uh, regarding the building the strategy of development of virtual assets, because it is one of the key focuses of our government to provide the solution. Because, as you know, we have a very talented blockchain developers, and for example, the first ASIC miner was created in Ukraine. That's why we are the most active country in the world of blockchain, and that's why we help our country to be attractive from the jurisdiction perspective, and to attract some capital, and to develop their Ukrainian activities. And also we worked with Multi-Digital Innovation Authority, and we also created a book that you can download on our website, the book about how to make the STO in a proper way, that we are created with MDA, with Malta regulator. Also, we have a big part and important part of our legal partners. It is RLP lawyers, it is UNA partners, it is it is a very recognized lawyers from US, such as Zuber lawyer, Josh, uh, and as you know, one of the important part of the STO process, it is legal side, because we are running under Act of Securities and under the securities laws, and that's why it is very important to be compliant with all legal regulations in different countries. That's why we have more than 10 legal providers around the world to help Stobox consult our clients regarding the best cases, best scenarios of their STO. And also we have tech partners such as Ideologic, that help developing of our products and contributing to our products. And for example, they are creating currently all of our help us to create all of our DeFi activities, and they're developing Stobox Exchange. And during this process, we facing some dependency of recognized services that we are using, and one of them, it is their key management tools, Tatum, that are currently on our exchange, encoded in our exchange, and we are working with them as well. Uh, Also, we are very active, and I want to say that we are the most active tokenization provider in the world because we are producing a lot of professional content, and we are contributing, for example, for medias such as BTC News, Blockchain News, Securities IO, The Tokenist, The Tokenizer, these very recognized niche medias of digital assets and digital securities, because we want to share our thoughts, share our expertise with the market, with the businesses, to educate what tokenization is and to spread the world with Stobox services and Stobox products. So to sum up, we are building the full ecosystem of digital assets and partners. It is a key element of these activities because we cannot do all at once alone. That's why we have the partners in general from more than 30 countries that help provide the great solutions for our clients and for Mariana Mining as well, to provide the best consulting services, and from tech and from legal perspective as well.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank
guys. Yeah,
you.
and I will combine the offline questions that we have from our community and online to stimulate to ask the questions currently during the live stream. And one of the questions that we have now online, it is, what is your advantages over Tokeny, Polymath, or others? I think it is questions from the STO perspective.
Let me answer that.
Sure.
So first of all, our focus, and originally we started as the consulting company. We never started as a tech company. So we did tens of thousands of hours of research on how to do an STO. We have conducted a series of advisory works for different clients, even though we didn't have any technical or technological uh, piece of software for that. We started development after we found out what actually STO is and how to structure it. As Ross mentioned, we have legal providers all over the world, and we combine perfect knowledge, and we actually do. In our pipeline, we focus all in one. Yeah, Max saying that we wrote a book on that. It's a good, I mean, imagine you're a business. It's difficult for you to work with at least four providers. If you talk about the STO process, you would have to work at and sync at least four different providers: legal provider, operational, tech, marketing, and so on. With Stobox, you can have a one dedicated manager, and then it's our own activity on how to perform best. So we may structure the offering, and with the help of our Swiss advisors, or with the help of a German advisor, a US advisor, still we're going to manage whole process. I'm not saying that we're better than someone. I'm just saying that it's much easier for our customers to follow that way. That's the first thing. Second, we have our own vision on that, because many companies they either create a framework to create an STO, or see STO as the tool for the public company. So instead of being traded on officially recognized stock exchanges, uh, a, a public company can be traded on the blockchain. We know that exists, but that's not where we go. Our main activity and our main focus is to be able to bring tokenization to private companies, to small companies. where it's just impossible for them for being public. For small and medium enterprise, what they call the SMEs, for people, for companies that do not seek IPO and who would like to remain private. For those companies, uh, they're having us and as an advisor, as the technical provider, as the support, because we're going to support from A to Z. And obviously, it's costs. Obviously, it's a process. It's a new process. It's a new way of fundraising. It's a new way of management of managing digital stocks. But that's our focus. So, and just to add up, if you look at the market of tokenization today, we're not even seeing each other. It's not about competition, it's about cooperation, because whatever guys do from from our market, from Tokeny, from Swarm, from all the others, I wish all good luck for them. They're creating the industry. It was never an existing industry. It's still underevaluated. It's still an emerging industry. So more traction and more activity that industry will perform, better figures and more clients we will see within the market. So I believe it's not about competition, and we definitely see ourselves as one of the providers, global providers for tokenization of securities.
I'm completely agree with Eugene that it is not a competition, it is cooperation. And I want to mention that a part of them are part of our network as well, network of partnerships. For example, CryptoSX, the company from the Singapore that providing the tokenization services there, the Standard Capital company from Asia as well, Reino from the US that providing the solutions for the real estate market. So we have a lot of partners that help us as well, and we are educating the market through their media, through their analytical content, to educate businesses. And it is great not only for Stobox but for of course for our competitors as well. That's why we're collaborating to educate and to open the new possibilities for the companies, because 99.9% of all of the companies in the world are private. And we are focusing on the private companies, so it is a huge trillion market, and the main point it is the education, awareness and knowledge about these solutions.
Yeah, I also would like to add that in any economics class of any maybe first or second year, you will always know if the industry, or I don't know, the part of the product that is being developed is at this like embryonic stage, then the more companies there are, maybe competing per se, but the bigger the number of initial companies there is, the better quality there is, and the more buzz it creates in terms of the awareness, in terms of the future adoption. Because if there will be only one company, say from Singapore or South America, they will just be developing mostly that market where they're mainly reside. But if we have several companies, and we all believe in the tokenization and of private companies, instead of them grow into the sizes of a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old company, in order to enable themselves to go to NASDAQ or whoever and pay like a lot of money for it, then obviously this this ownership structure and the freedom of finance of finance options and implementation, just for general people and for companies as well, would be just much as easy as sending an email. And I believe that would be so, maybe in 2 or 3 years, when people just realize that with the tools that we create and that other companies create, it could be it can be well achieved. Because most of the people didn't even know, like how, like I personally didn't even know several years ago how to like whatever, pay in crypto. Right now,
Hmm.
see the title. So that's the
I will also add from crypto side, thank you, Max, that we already have a working product, not prototype, not MVP. We're not raising money via ICO, IEO, IDO, etc., etc., etc. This is, if you know what I mean, this is what we are doing now. We are
Real deal,
Product, plural, my friend, plural.
yes,
real deal, one-stop shop with many products already live, and with deals closed, not the blah blah show, you know.
yeah,
Yes, my last point to sum up what Jin mentioned. So, what is our competitive advantage? That we have all at once. So, we're providing the convenient solutions for the STO clients because currently, through other tokenization providers, you need to find your consulting advisors. You need to find the legal guys. You need to find the tech guys. You need to find their guys who will do the marketing for you. And every time you need to explain your nuances of your project and to combine all uh, in one form and to educate what STR is. And you pay for this education for the lawyers and to other participants. And we did this mistake. That's why currently we help companies uh, to not spend a lot of costs for the STO and to make it successfully.
Yeah,
O-
one proper one-stop shop. That's what it is. And
and
Um,
also after about all of this, we have a secondary market trading product for trading these securities.
this, yeah,
I
you
didn't
mentioned.
see before solution like this in our competitors, for example. I heard that they have some plans to provide these services like we have, but now it's also it's only small talk.
Yep, yep, guys. Thank you, thank you for your commitments and
Let's move on.
for your yeah, yeah. Let's move. We have the third questions, prepared questions from the community during the last week. So, what is the unique selling point of the Stobox exchange compared to other exchanges? So, I'm forwarding these questions to you, Igor.
Oh, thank you. Very good questions. As we know, everyone knows, the most important things for the action is safety and regulations. We are the most safe actions now because we are not, as we mentioned before, we didn't buy some white labels. We started building from ourselves, and we try to find all mistakes and everything from our side to provide for you some security. And second part, this is regulations. We will be fully regulated in BVI. Soon we will have a document from this part. This is from two most important things about whole exchange. And also what I could add is our features. Our features based on we will not have some margin trading, futures trading, not some trailing stops or whatever it is, not trading. We are more for investments. In our exchange, you will invest in product like we will invest. You will have there maybe 20, maybe 30, but only selected projects, which we will choose for you. You will not be able to do some due diligence for them. We will prepare this product. We will list this product for you, and then you could invest in this product. This is
I would like to add.
of course, this.
Please finish. I will add up.
Please.
Okay. Uh, by statistics, there are more than 10 million users on the DeFi side. So from all the population of potential users of decentralized finance, all the market is being grown on the amount of 10 million of people. If you look at the barriers, informational barriers to entry to those markets, and I guess most of that 10 million of people are somehow related to IT or close to IT. If you look at the non-IT market, and we have conducted surveys. Uh, the barrier to entry to that market is just insane. You have to know what a MetaMask is. You have to make sure that you create the wallets, save the wallets, proceeds, stake, unstake. I mean, guys, it's a very complex thing. I mean, there's books written on DeFi. So the barrier for a typical person that would like to invest, let's say $1,000 on a monthly basis, 12,000 a year, into an alternative to what he does in a bank, where he can go create an account. Okay, that's a centralized account. Okay, it's not a DeFi. I mean, he has an option to study that all, or he has an option to go to a simple exchange, to a simple environment, and invest, and spread his risks, and to invest into selected products, selected projects that actually create the crypto industry. And we all, I mean, the people who are in the industry, we all know those names. We, and I think the number of that assets, are pretty much less than 100. And we follow the market. And that's exactly what we want to give. We want to give a non-sophisticated users. Uh, that's why a fiat connection is very important to us, because our users on the centralized exchange are not kids who play with Binance for already 3-5 years. We're not trying to compete with Binance, but what we're gonna do is that we're gonna be more customer friendly, and we're gonna be more easier to play with, and easier to invest, and more safe from making a mistake, because we're not pushing people to the margin trading. We don't push people to the futures. We just stick to a simple thing, and it's a perfect market to be. We say, listen, we will have like 50 digital assets on the balance, and you can go and be safe investing and finding out. It's a crazy market just to learn it, and Stobox is the entrance to that market, without having a desire to basically margin call you on a second.
Yeah, it is honest approach,
It is
because
an honest
it is
approach. I
not
mean,
comfortable for us currently to make for you their swing highs and swing lows with your margin calls.
because I believe 10 million of people working on a DAFI, and it's more than 100 million wallets that were active in the past 12 months. I mean, that's a huge market potential. And I believe more and more companies will be present on the decentralized side. Those companies need and they seek investors, they seek capital. So we believe that traditional people should look on the decentralized technologies via Stobox and invest there via Stobox in a much simpler way than reading DeFi for Dummies.
Mhm. Yeah, thank you, Jean. And regarding what you mentioned, we have a great question from the mic. What is the greater challenge for the investors on way to start investing in digital securities?
Um, that's a really good question. I think that's first of all, it's awareness on how things are being done, and that's exactly what we're working at the moment. We're building the support and the flows that make that flow kind of easier to digest for a person, because a lot of people already aware, again, those 10 millions that I was speaking about on the DeFi side, they're at least aware of how to buy and sell and swap from a traditional STO people that don't even know that. So we were, and it's a hell of a job, because we try to create a traditional flow, which is based on decentralized flow, which is based on the blockchain. So I think the main challenge is the awareness and the readiness of people, to play with, and to accomplish that. I think that we need more clients, And exactly, that's exactly that we're working on. We will have, and already we have what I think it's 8 committed STOs on the platform of the dashboard. So it's not our investors, it's their investors who are gonna go and buy their stocks tokenized, and we will provide. First of all, we will learn from their experience. Uh, sorry, we will learn from that experience, so we can alter the product, and we will contribute by gathering perfect knowledge. So it's the adoption, and we with the dashboard, with our vision, with the clients rolling up, I think that we have to have to create that flow in a perfect understanding way for the investor. And I think once the investor be more safe, investing in those securities, he will see or she will see the dividends paying, on how they're being paid. So more traction goes. I think more and more investors will look into securities on the blockchain. I hope I answered your question.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Jean, thank you. We have the second question from Jan. You mentioned that you see Asia as a key market. Are there any specific plans on how you want to approach this market, like a marketing campaign, business partners, or exchange listings, or your focuses?
Ross, will you answer that?
Yep. So from my perspective and what I see, that Asia, it is very attractive and perspective region for the digital assets, because they have a very high level of adoption of using the digital assets. And currently we see their big evolution and development, for example, from Japan, from China, from Malaysia, uh, from Asia countries, regarding the digital assets in general. It is regarding the DeFi activities, their blockchain wallets created, their activities on exchanges, because they are historically very high adopted from the tech perspective. And we at Stobox, we see and we think that it is this market fits for us as well. That's why what I mentioned in my first part of answering the questions, we are building the network, the small bridges to the Asian countries and to Asian markets through the local providers, tokenization providers. For example, crypto providers, we are listed on Probit, and we are opening for our communities, the Korean communities as well. Currently, we're communicating with other exchanges from Asia and from around the world to opening the communities there. Also, we have already tested their Asian market through our Lucky Bull initiative, through our merch, and you can Google that we are currently posting in the top Asian media, such as CoinDesk, such as we have the number of that are published the news about the Stobox. And yeah, please, Igor.
I would just want to add that we plan to achieve a China market and Asia, of course. We have their friends. We have friends from Gate.io. We provided a few days ago, few weeks ago, I'm a session with them. We have friends from other exchange. Now we are focusing on our product, and then we will provide a marketing in other areas. We want to enter to the market with already conducted product and provide this product through their community, because they didn't like to only heard about we will plan to do something. They want to see already existed product an already working product. We plan to do these marketing activities. We plan to do some collaborations, of course. As you could see, we are now on Probit Exchange. We are now on Gate Exchange. Soon will be other exchange. This is just a question of time when we will start to promote our activities in this area. This is, yes, please, Jim. Please.
I would like also to add one thing. Thank you, Igor. Thank you, Russ. That we can't be everywhere at the same time. So the roadmap towards Asia is not how we go there, but is who are we going there with, and therefore it would be. I mean, we'll understand that opening new markets for the real business, it implies working with the local partners. So we're definitely not going there by ourselves, and we are definitely looking for the partners who we can go with. Again, we have a series of products, uh, demanded products. After we launch the DeFi part on the L2, that will be a game changer. Is more interesting in regions like Hong Kong, Singapore, and Japan, who are very attracted by the securities token offering. So there'll be more chemistry there. And again, we will be looking, and we are looking on the long-term partnership with the local providers, with the local funds, with the local fintech companies or marketing companies, or any players that can, that can bring value and that can promote our partnership on the Asian side. So we definitely seek perfect knowledge. We seek perfect partnership in that region, and we definitely will be looking at that region via the partnerships. Thank you.
Yep. So answer this question. Thank you, guys. Moving forward.
We have
So
3 minutes left, so I think it should be a last question, guys.
yep, let's do. I highly believe in Stobox and team behind it. What do we have in pipeline to reach bigger audience worldwide? I would call it Mission Stobox Moon.
If that's a question to me, man, we have a lot of activities. I mean, we are saving the budget on the marketing side. I know that there is, and I'm very responsible on that, being the chairman and CEO of the company. I really believe that marketing can be a game changer, but you have to build a product first. And we know that for the crypto market, being 2 years on the market is already it's already a long time. On 1st of August, we've celebrated our 3-year anniversary. Why? Because we try to be rational. We try to build products and to test them with a local exposure, with a minimum exposure. We are building the team. We're not spending fortune on the marketing side. Once we gain more traction on the STO, once we finish our activity on the Stobox Exchange and move it from the beta version to the real live version. I mean, it's a live as well, but from the beta to the full product version, then we have all the tools available to actually capture the demand. And then our marketing activity, our marketing dollar would have the maximum ROI, because the person who would see our advertising, who would see our products, could easily go there, use them, and enjoy, and stay with us. So as of now, we're still on the pipeline towards that, from a security standpoint, from the DeFi standpoint, from the Stobox Exchange standpoint. But that's a perfect time to, we're moving on, we're building the team. Our We have two token system. Our shares are being offered to the market. Our utility token is being traded and will be utilized in all of our products. And we have a great community thanks to you guys. We're building it up, and definitely we will scale it when the demand will be perfectly captured by our products and not anytime sooner.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you, Jean, for your answer. I think we run out of the time. Uh, my feedback that it was a great format, communicating with our community and answering all your questions. That's why please visit our next live session next Monday and ask.
Comment on this. Please comment on this. Tell us what you think. Share your thoughts. Share your advices. Very important. I mean, we're all in the same boat. We all bring, deliver technologies. If you think that you can be helpful to Stobox, as the member of the team, as the potential advisor, as the partner, as whatever you feel, share your thoughts with us. We're walking our talk. We make mistakes, we create products. That's a journey that we are on. So, we're very frank with you, and stay with us and share whatever you feel to share with us, guys.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you for your questions. We
Stay
wait
Thank
tuned.
for
you.
the next.
you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.